Mike with Virtual Tee, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to do a course preview of Cheyenne Shadows, which is in Colorado Springs, Colorado. The software is GSPRO and the course designer is Mashy. I hope you enjoy it. And here is the scorecard for Cheyenne Shadows, which is located in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Altitude is 6,100 feet. Ball flies here. The tips are right at about 7,100, and it is located on Fort Carson, which is the Army base just outside of Colorado Springs. And here we go. So I am actually playing this from the tips, which is I'm going for the course record, so everything's already auto set for me. And you can see all the settings there. And here's hole number one. So I'm just going to point out a few things for people that have not seen this software before, but we are playing on GSPRO, and the course designer here is our very own Mashy. And so when you look at hole number one, and it says Cheyenne Shadows at the top right, you see kind of the carry and the total length there, and then club path, ball speed, side spin, backspin. Those are customizable. You can actually add on a few more, so you can have a total of 12 while you play. I just have 7 up there. But those are the ones that are most important to me. That's what I have on there. But I think there's probably 30 different items that you can choose from as I crush that one down the left side of the fairway. But you can see that the game, in the raw carry. So what that means is, since we're playing at altitude, the launch monitor it shows you what it would carry in at sea level, and then the carry in the game, which is calculating to altitude. And then you can see my ball speed, side spin, all that stuff. And then going down a little bit further, so you can see the map to the right, and that's typically where I'll aim. And then below the map, you can see that it says 1.6% down, 1.5% left, as I hit a pretty good shot in there. That is the lie angle, so that really affects your shot. A lot of softwares do not have that, but that is a really cool feature. The ball physics of GSPRO are really second to none in the golf simulator software world. And one other thing that I want to touch on is the putting. So when we go out on bids, a lot of people, ask about putting, or they've heard or seen, gone to a commercial place where they don't putt, or sometimes they don't even chip. But the putting is absolutely incredible on this software. And with the better launch monitors, you can putt all day long on these. The ones that are made for indoors are much better than like some of the better known names like a TrackMan or something, where the putting is pretty limited. And honestly, the TrackMan it's really not the best unit for inside golf, but it's a good unit for outdoor use with the quad. Those are probably the two top outdoor units. GC3 is right behind it, just doesn't have as many points, but those are all 3 really good units outside. I would probably give the nod to the quad just because of the software options, as I almost hit a hole in one there. And so I actually live in Colorado Springs, and I play this course at least a handful times a year. And it's a really fun course. You can get a lot of different conditions out there just with the weather here in Colorado. But there's a lot of other courses around the area that are a little bit well known, more well known. The Broadmoor is one that's really well known. Mashy also designed that one on GSPRO as well, so you can see both courses on the Broadmoor. And then Mashy also made Bear Dance, which is just right up the road, about probably 30, 35 minutes away from Colorado Springs, in the city of Larkspur, which is about halfway in between Colorado Springs and Denver. And then there are some other courses around town as well. There are not a ton of public courses here, but you do have like, Pine Creek is one that is a really fun layout. The conditions are a little lacking, but kind of a fun course. And then Patty Jewett, which I am actually part of the men's club out there. They have 27 holes out there. Valley High, Cherokee Ridge, and then you have a couple of private courses. The Club at Flying Horse, the Broadmoor, obviously, and then Country Club of Colorado Springs. And then there's kind of a cool course called King's Deer up in Monument. And then one that I left out was Kissing Camels. And then the Air Force Academy, which is also located in Colorado Springs, has two courses up there too that are fun to play. And then Cheyenne Mountain Resort also has a course, and that is about it. And then there's some really cool courses in Castle Rock. I mentioned Bear Dance, and then there's a handful of courses down in Pueblo, which a lot of people during the wintertime will go down and play in Pueblo. It's quite a bit warmer down there, probably about 10 degrees. So you can play almost golf year round down there. It does not snow nearly as much as it does in the springs. And as we kind of make the final stretch here, we're on hole 13. Another thing that I want to point out is when you are in the rough or the heavy rough, it actually deducts. So it'll take in the right to left and then up or down. So that will play to how far your ball is going to travel, which is really cool. But I will show you, when you're in the rough, it'll take a deduction. You do not know that deduction until after the shot, but I will point this out. On this next hole, I go on the heavy rough right here. So I drive the ball in the heavy rough, and then if you look on the left side of the screen, it's going to flash up after the shot what the deductions were. So it takes off ball speed and spin rate, and it'll flash up there blue. See last shot? It's right there. So that's really, and that's really dependent on your lie and the loft that you use. So if you hit a 3-wood out of the heavy rough and it's a downhill lie, that thing's going to go 30 yards. Opposed to if you were to hit like a 58-degree wedge, you'd probably get, a lot more distance out of it. So it's really dynamic. Software is really, really cool. The online play with GSPRO is second to none. It is incredible. And there's just shy of about 400 courses as of this recording in January of 2023. And we'll just kind of watch my last few shots here as I come into this par 5. And I kind of struggled on the back here. I was -5 after 9, and I'm still -5. And I had a birdie putt here and just missed it on the right. And then this is a 3-iron, 153 mile per hour ball speed on that. Really good shot in here. And then I just couldn't get anything close on the back. So I hit a wedge here. I thought it was good. I just carried it too far. And so I'm off the green here. I did choose to putt it. And I end up at -5. So here's a scorecard at the end. You can always click on your statistics. But really fun course. Shout out to Mashi for designing this one. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks a lot for watching.